Hi Keith, I thought I'd make you a video just to make it a lot easier to see what I'm doing and then also which option to choose. Terry, very similar question, so I've created this for you as well. And then Murray, I'm sending this to you in case you're also in the same boat, which might be the case. I'm not sure what AI setup you've got currently. So let's just be very quick here. I just want to show you, you've got the options. So all of you have got the right link to sign up. Most people sign up with the wrong link. There are hundreds of fake ChatGPT options available. The ChatGPT is by far the world's best versatile platform right now. It's got access to the entire world's information up to date by virtually, within minutes. So you use it as your kind of core. Out of the options, the Go must have just come available this last week, I imagine, or the last few days. Not this is everyone else has been on the 399 option. So the difference here, the only difference I want to show you is Terry, maybe on the video generation side, that's going to be great. You get a lot of video generation stuff, which could be good on the digital marketing side of things for you. Coding, and then you get the GBTs here, but you also get the GBTs there regarding your AI team members building them. So I know Murray, I just need to see to what extent you're building your own GBTs or your own AI team members. So, and then limited deep research. So these are the two things here, limited deep research. And then you've got expanded deep research and agent mode. So I think my gut feel is 149 is going to be more than enough. And let me explain why. So if you look here, here are some of my GBTs. They should have just called them experts or AI team members to be, easy understood. I've got Bob Sternfels, the CEO of McKinsey. I've aggregated all of their best knowledge globally, and he advises on strategy and so on. So those are my GBTs that you get access to on the paid version, and then the projects on the side. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now, Keith, I'm going to use your example. I want a holiday that combines rail and cruise that includes Alaska for under 10,000 Rand departing from Cape Town. I've added this detail. 2nd of December, I need to be back on the 15th of January. Flights, rail, cruise. Please do costings for one adult and separate for two. Limited to please go and, okay, so time is limited. So please go and make a provisional booking for what you believe would be the best option, knowing what you know of me and my needs. Please check in with me before you buy. Do not pay before I give you the green light. Understood. If anything is unclear, before proceeding, I didn't even make sense there, it'll understand it. I can even make mistakes. It's not going to make a difference. Okay. So if I did that on normal mode, you'll see that it's going to give me feedback. I don't want feedback. What I want is agent mode / those are my team members. And then you'll see down below is deep research. I'm upgrading to the 4,000 Rand a month on this and Claude Sonnet 4.5 this week. So 8,000 Rand a month of AI firepower is astronomical. I haven't needed to up until now. So I get 25 deep research, and then agents, I get 25. So you're going to get 25 agent requests and 25 deep research requests on the 400 Rand a month. You're going to get limited deep research and no agent mode on the 149. So let's go agent mode. And then I'm rather using agent mode for building websites, for building Trello, Kanban views on projects. I'm rather getting it to do work for me than book a flight. 99% of the planet that are using this. This was called Operator. It was only in 7 countries for the first 8 months of the year, and you had to illegally go via a UPN, by virtual private server or network. So now it's kind of mainstream. But so let's say if I start, if you look here, now that I've kicked off agent mode, you'll notice my mouse is here, and now it's going to create a computer screen where this is the real first entry into autonomous agent deployment. Okay, let's just keep it simple. And it's got enough information. So now this is now a mouse, and you can see my mouse versus this. I can now leave this And then I can take over if I want to, not at the moment. It knows enough. So now it's going to do all the work for me. Instead of boring you, but it'll basically it'll show me all the options. It'll book everything. It'll have everything ready for me just to whip out, not even have my credit card. It'll have my credit card details. If I said just book it, it'll book it. Okay. So because I've connected, if you look here, these connections, I've connected everything and I've given it access. It can do everything for me. So Gmail, for whatever reason, is not on. I should just do that. Google Calendar, see, there was a little bit of I don't know why it's kind of stopped there, but now it's got access to that. And now it's going to do all the work for me, and it's going to, it's going to physically do all the work. So you've got autonomous agents, which is only in the last 2 to 4 weeks has really kicked up like many notches. So this is kind of the forefront of where things are at right now. I hope that is helpful. So if you want 25 deep research, it's very good research. You could do deep work, sometimes 5-10 hours. It does get a little bit more dwarf the longer it goes, but you can deploy deep research agents for you, or you can get actual tasks like this done. 25 and 25. It's up to you whether you want that functionality or not. I hope that helps. Please, it's a bit of a long answer to that, but hopefully there's some other cool learning that there is. And Keith, based on our call on Friday, I didn't get to do this for you. So I wanted to show you kind of hands-on what I would do, and then you could play around with that. You don't really need the team option. I'd say keep the personal for now. I get very big companies just getting one personal account for a department just to get going. So there's no kind of obstacles or delays. But you can see already here, this is going to go for, I don't know, it might go for half an hour, but I've got a bra going on outside. I can check on this when it's ready to book. It does all the work for me. And then the wonderful thing is here, there's no limit to how many agents I can get doing work for me. So I've got where Chinese Manus has got limitations. You're paying by credits. You can have all these different agents building websites, doing copy, doing the SEO optimization, running your ad campaigns on LinkedIn and Google. You can and then in time you start to chain these agents, which is just a bit of a distraction now. You kind of, when one finishes a task, you connect them on to the other team member, and the other, we don't need humans very, very soon. We don't need them now, but it's a bit of a tech limitation. But yeah, there we go. Please let me know if that makes sense. It's a bit heavy for a Sunday. I hope it was helpful.
A few moments later.
But I want to show you something that's very important also, is AI, it's not man or machine, it's man with machine. And so what AI does is it amplifies all the intelligence and experience that you or I have. So if I know that Travel Start is a great option and I don't give it options, it could limit the results. So I could say, listen, Travel Start's a great option. Please find other competitor sites like that. And then just show me why I can get a better deal. Because if you go on Travel Start, you could do it yourself. Just make sure that you beat Travel Start's deals, and then I'm going to be a happy man. So then you're adding in your intelligence to it. And then if you know it's going to beat the price you could have got, then it'll it goes side by side with that. So you can see here, it's literally taking these options and then it's checking in all the different options available. We're sitting at 26,000, so that's the cheapest, the best. Cape Town leaving on the 2nd of December, coming back Wednesday the 14th, and so on. So there we go. This, how amazing is that? This is one very simple example. Imagine this with website building, app building, writing your copy, overseeing all your ad campaigns, overseeing your lead generation, overseeing live sales calls with a person that you don't even know is not a human. It's exceptional. So this is a very small example, but powerful nonetheless. Okay, so the task was completed. So as I was finishing a quick edit, I went back and it worked for 14 minutes. So you can see here, understood. There we go. And then it worked for 14 minutes. And then there's 20 searches, 175 resources. And then you can see what it did. And then proposed itinerary, it does everything $1,000, da, 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 da. So it says here, and it will show you, I did a quick search here, and then it shows you everything. And then the rail and cruise, what to do when, and then the total estimated one adult flights, rail, cruise, 69,768 using $1 to 18 Rand, two adults, 139,530. And then it goes day by day, what to do, sets everything out, next steps in provisional booking, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I will now proceed to place these bookings now without paying. Please let me know if this itinerary suits you or if you'd like any changes. Once you're satisfied, I'll proceed with the payment. Okay. So on the one side, Keith, can you see how my goal is the fastest I can get you to not need me and lean into AI, the better. I've found that virtually everyone I work with, it takes within the first month, they're not leaving the office earlier. They're doing things infinitely faster than before. They're getting so much more done, but it leads you down so many more rabbit holes. So you can do so much more than you used to do. But it takes a number of months before you get autonomously everything working together, if that makes sense. So I know it's a crazy cool example, but it's also very simple in terms of, AI can work for you now. Another thing is, I know it's getting a bit too deep now, but another thing, for instance, which has just shifted, I would say in the last 7 to 10 days. So if you look here, if I go into connector, I'll need to find it. Okay, so if you go here, I would need to open a separate task. So if you look here, if I can connect into, for instance, it changes often. You see it was doing it yesterday and it's not doing it all, but I might be able to find it. No. See, they opened it up for most of this week and then they've closed it now because maybe it wasn't working as well as they wanted it to. I'll just check one more time. Okay. Yeah, they've taken it down. So what I would have shown you was that there's this fight between a whole bunch of companies, one of them being Canva. So you could connect to Canva, Booking.com, all of these big players want API, octopus tentacles access into ChatGPT for business. So if you've got your template set up in Canva and you've done a workbook that follows a certain style, imagery, etc., you can say to the agent, hey, check out that workbook that we've done for, Keith, for instance, you've done a book on societal change in the last whatever in 2025. You don't have to go and rebrand it and pay somebody to do it. You can just say, listen, have a look at that book. You've helped me create the new information, then just brand it the same, make it better. So it's going to physically go in. It was working this week and now they've pulled it off. It goes in and it builds it like you have done it. So it's not only expanding your intelligence, it's also creating leverage on all the work you've done before. So leverage is working once, and then this keeps working for you over and over again. So if you've done one good prototype, then you just tell the AI, go there and now copy it. The agent knows exactly what to copy. And then with the deep research, my understanding, once I go into the 4,000 a month with this and with Claude Sonnet 4.5, you've got a lot longer firepower. So Sonnet is the best in the world right now. You've got 30 hours of hardcore reasoning, coding, and so on. So the consistency of your output, I'm basically coupling the advanced on ChatGPT 4,000 with the $200 4,000 with Sonnet. Those two together, it's my weapons of choice right now, just because they've both gone way far beyond China's manners just recently. So that's just one hungry beggar showing another hungry beggar where he's finding AI food today.